Yeah, Julio Quintero as the Director of Solutions Engineering at ConnectSecure. Excels in guiding MSPs towards robust cybersecurity, compliance management, combined with a successful track record in consultative cybersecurity software solutions, playing a pivotal role in driving growth and enhancing MSP capabilities to offer protection to their clients. And it's probably one of the more technical people joining us today. So the
Well,
stage is yours, Julio.
that's a hell of an intro. Whoever came up with that, like, thank you. That
All
wasn't
right.
me.
Your stage is yours.
Yeah, no, I love these conversations because I was on the other side of the house. I grew up in IT. As a young man, help desk, desktop support, sysadmin, engineer, data center engineer, security guy, blah blah blah. So when I talk to MSPs who have to deal with the same thing, I feel like I'm talking to myself. Running a team, P&L, profit, all that kind of stuff. So, titles are whatever, director of solution engineering, but the reality is, I'm an old IT bird. I, turned in my green lightsaber for a red one when I became a vendor, as I tell people, you know. So I want to, expand a little bit on the fact that at the after event, you're going to be talking to engineers and IT people. We don't have a sales team, so you're going to be talking to devs and engineers. So you get technical, you can ask deep questions, CVEs, vulnerability, frameworks, attack surface mapping. And so that's one of the things that we're going to be able to do in the after event. And so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of forward this slideshow because I'm not too into presentations. Um, so one of the things, the vulnerability management is a vulnerability in itself. And a lot of times people say, well, I got patching, I got AV, I got a SIM, and they don't understand the fact that the vulnerability management and compliance is the new normal, right? And so they have disjointed systems, they're reactive. In other words, they're right of boom, not left of boom, according to the NIST cybersecurity framework. They wait till something happens to take action. And then as a result, there's a resource drain and client exposure. And so what we do is we come in before somebody gets compromised and we do an asset analysis. And then we say, okay, these are all the assets that you have. And this is where you're vulnerable. This is the threat actors. This is where they're going to penetrate you from the outside in and from the inside out. And then, we're kind of like ethical hackers, right? From a vulnerability and compliance standpoint. And then, of course, scalability and visibility, right? So we have clients who are 50 endpoints, we have clients who are 100,000 endpoints, but you need to know what you have. You can't protect what you don't know, what you don't have, right? And so this is another slide. So it's nvd.nist.org. And so a lot of times people don't realize, the MSP clients don't realize the reality of what's going out there. They don't read the news and see, hold on a second, in my neighborhood, I remember in my own personal neighborhood, there was 55 break-ins in 1 month in my neighborhood, and I almost fell out of the chair. And I'm like, what? I live in suburbia. I live in a nice neighborhood. 55 break-ins. And so this dashboard, from a pre-sale standpoint, from a prospecting standpoint, it helps people, MSP clients, understand that, hey, this is what's going on in the real world. This is not us. It's not ConnectSecure. It's not a cybersecurity company. This is the government. Um, these are the root organizations letting us know what is actually going out there. And they see that there's, in a month, 2,673 CVEs received by NBD. They're like, okay, that's a lot, and so it's good to kind of show them what the reality is. Get online, read the news, look at what's going on in your own backyard, and so that we can protect you, right? And so there's another thing here, the slideshow, that I'd like to say. It's so cliche to say built by MSPs, by for MSPs by MSPs, right? That's you hear that from so many vendors, um, to the point where I say it's cliche, right? But we actually do it. Every Wednesday at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, our partners, it's not a sales call. We don't have a sales organization or a sales team, but our partners have an opportunity to meet with our CTO who built the software, our president, our CEO and the engineers, and then we have an hour call where we present what we have, what we've done, what's coming out, and then we're like, okay, we just released PII scanning or EPSS. You know, what do you need? What do you want? Should we add these additional fields? And so we write it all down, and then within a week or two, you see it. We have a rapid development team, and you'll see it in the product. So when we say built for MSP by MSPs, it's not cliche. It's actually happening every Wednesday at 11 o'clock, and you'll see it in the release notes. The latest things that we come out with. So when we say understanding your pains and your needs, is because we talk to our partners. Not just Wednesdays. You can call us whenever you want and tell us your pains, and then we'll make adjustments based on that, because y'all are boots on the ground. Y'all are the guys fighting the good fight. Who better to tell us how to build a piece of software to fight the good fight than boots on the ground, right? And then the second to the last one is what I really like. We have dedicated teams for updates. So we have 3 teams, 24/7, that are subscribed to NIST and CIS and Microsoft and all the root organizations that are designed to tell us, hey, this just came out this morning or last night while you were sleeping, 0-day exploits or CVE information. And so we have dedicated teams that their job is to get that information and pop it into the database. So there's no 24-hour SLA or 2-day SLA. As soon as something comes out, it's in our database. So you run a scan, it's the latest and greatest, right? And that's extremely important, because I work with companies that have a 2-day SLA. Well, sometimes 2 days is a little too late. All right, and so there we go. I heard the bell. That means I got a minute left. So anyway, I'll get to the end. I can quote, but we have a 14-day free trial. We're month to month. We don't do long-term contracts. There's too much change in cybersecurity. 6 months from now, the whole world might change. So we do month to month. You can register for the live Q&A session off our website. And I really look forward to, getting down into the weeds with y'all on the breakout sessions and getting tech, but also sales enablement. How do I sell this? How do I profit? I've worked with MSPs for 11 years. I worked in sales. So, we do sales enablement as well as technical analysis of the tool and how to implement it and make it something that's going to help your clients and help you all, grow the business, harden your attack surface as well as theirs. So I'll leave it at that.
Awesome. It was right at 7 minutes. It was like incredible timing.
Masterful.